Hi there guys, so Anthony Joshua is deep into training camp as he prepares for Andy Ruiz Jr., the rematch that will be contested for his unified heavyweight championships. Now, David Haye has explained that Derek Chisora has recently sparred with Anthony Joshua, and he has also explained that Anthony Joshua is bringing in all comers into sparring, and he will be prepared diligently for the rematch against Andy Ruiz Jr. Now, David Haye explained that Anthony Joshua will be back to his best on December 7th. So there are good things coming from this camp. And obviously, Derek Chisora being in the camp and being associated with David Haye has obviously had an insight into Anthony Joshua's camp. And David Haye has explained that the urgency that Anthony Joshua has had in his previous bouts against Alexander Povetkin, against Vladimir Klitschko, will return in the rematch against Andy Ruiz Jr. Now, obviously, the sparring is a big issue. It was last time, because who can you get that replicates the style of Andy Ruiz Jr.? He's very unique, he's about 19 stone, and he's only 6 foot, yet he is extremely fast and powerful given his small stature. So how can you replicate that? Well, the only way you can is by bringing in different sparring partners who replicate a different part of Andy Ruiz Jr.'s game. The pressure, the speed, the counterpunching, and all of that has to add up to build the picture of Andy Ruiz Jr. He is never going to find anyone who can replicate that kind of style. It's hard to find a fighter who can replicate any fighter to a T, and Andy Ruiz Jr. is even harder because he is just so unique. He is a general anomaly, so Anthony Joshua is never going to be able to find someone who can replicate the style of Andy Ruiz Jr. perfectly. That is why he must bring in different kind of sparring partners with different aspects of Andy Ruiz Jr.'s game. That is the way he can build a picture and prepare for Andy Ruiz for the rematch on December 7th. Now, obviously, David Haye has explained that there are good sounds and good noises coming from the camp, and he fully expects the fire to be back for Anthony Joshua because, let's be real, Anthony Joshua didn't really want to be in there fighting Andy Ruiz. That is probably what cost him last time. He didn't respect or understand what was in front of him, but now he does. Now, Anthony Joshua has obviously been cutting weight. There has been no secret made about that. And also, Andy Ruiz has, well, 3 pounds. I mean, I think he was playing a bit of a mind game when he said he wanted to drop 10 pounds. Now all of a sudden he's only lost 3. I mean, maybe we're wise to what Andy Ruiz Jr. is doing. He's playing mind games, but on the other side. He's not necessarily trash talking with Anthony Joshua, but instead he is getting into his head, making him believe that he is just a nice guy. And it worked last time, but I don't believe Anthony Joshua will make the same mistake this time. Now, for the rematch, what will be the game plan of Anthony Joshua? Now, obviously, David Haye has explained there are many different sparring partners going in to help prepare Anthony Joshua for Andy Ruiz Jr. And one of them is obviously Derek Chisora. One is Albon Pervisage and one is Timothy Motton. And also Tom Little. Now, those are the ones that we know about. Obviously, there are going to be other sparring partners that we don't know about that are going in and out of camp and helping Anthony Joshua prepare. Now, obviously, you would think that Anthony Joshua has a lot of different sparring partners. And why is that a good thing? Well, personally, I believe that's a good thing because there will be all different styles and many different things that those fighters will be doing. Because obviously Anthony Joshua can leave no stone unturned. This is his one big opportunity to become a 2-time heavyweight world champion and regain those belts. If he does not, then it's going to be very difficult for him to get another shot at Andy Ruiz Jr. because he is on PBC, as well as Deontay Wilder. So Anthony Joshua has one chance here to regain those belts. So every aspect must be covered. So all of these different styles will come together and mean that Anthony Joshua is prepared for anything on fight night. Now, obviously, he doesn't want to overdo it with sparring, but the one good thing about having different sparring partners come in is, as I said, everyone will be doing something good and it will be different from the fighter before. So he will get caught with shots that he doesn't see coming and shots that he can't prepare for because he won't know how that fighter fights and he won't know what their money shot is. And that will help improve the reaction times and reflexes of Anthony Joshua because he won't be able to anticipate the punch, but he will be able to react off of reflexes. So he won't be able to anticipate punches coming because he won't know what their best shot is. So he will have to work off of his reflexes. And that is something that is going to be very important in the rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr. because Andy Ruiz Jr. will attack Anthony Joshua whether his gloves are up or whether they are down. And obviously when he starts landing those shots, and Anthony Joshua has his gloves up high, he starts getting around the guard of Anthony Joshua because his combinations are just so varied. meaning that Anthony Joshua will need to be moving his head and using lateral movement a lot more. He cannot just catch the shots on his gloves, he needs to be moving his head and using lateral movement. So this aspect of sparring, bringing in different opponents that will bring something different, such as different variation of punches and different combinations, that will force Anthony Joshua to use his reflexes and he will be unable to anticipate the punches coming. That will put Anthony Joshua in good stead for the fight with Andy Ruiz Jr., who is very unpredictable with his punches. He picks different shots on the inside and ones that Anthony Joshua does not see coming. And it's always those shots that end up hurting a fighter. They don't even have to be hugely powerful shots. It's just because the fighter does not see them coming that it hurts them. And that is what Anthony Joshua is preparing for, I believe, by bringing in so many different varied sparring partners. So guys, there we have it. David Haye has explained he cannot see Anthony Joshua losing at this stage. He believes that Anthony Joshua is preparing diligently and he believes that he will be a different animal on December 7th to June 1st. But guys, what are your thoughts on this? Do you believe that this is encouraging what we are hearing from David Haye about Derek Chisora's time with AJ in camp? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.